Morning, everybody. Here with my dog, Annie. I think he saw her. Here we go. Annie, come here. Come here. Come here. Another beautiful morning here in Columbus, Ohio. And we are out walking. It's kind of like a little park, but also dogs can kind of roam off the leash if they're good dogs. So really works well for us. Thanks for joining my channel. Appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It's where I talk about mental health is spiritual health. And I know that Jesus, God, can heal you. Obviously, He created us. Why can't He heal us? And He healed me, and I know He can heal you too. All right. So, if you want help with that, please shout out. I am a spiritual healer. That's what happened to me. After years of therapy, doctors, and medicines didn't work. Prayer worked. Prayer worked. Okay, today we're going to talk about heart healthy. And I talked about it before, but I'm going to talk about it in a little bit different way. Okay? And it's from Proverbs 4:23. So Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. It says, "Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Now, we all know what our heart is. About the size of our fist, less than a pound, pumps 2,000 gallons of blood a day, keeps us alive for, 100 or over 100 years, right? It's an amazing organ. But that's not what God or Jesus talks about when they say your heart in the Bible. Guard your heart. They're talking more about the moral center of our being. It's kind of like our moral essence. That's what they're saying it is. It's like our mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center of our being. And if we don't guard it, it'll get sick. Just like if you don't take care of your physical body, if you eat garbage, right? A lot of high fat, high cholesterol stuff, your heart is going to get sick. So you're going to have a heart attack and die, right? But this it's the same thing. God and Jesus are talking about the same thing when they talk about the mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center of our being, which they call the heart. If you don't feed it with good or healthy things, it'll get sick. Your heart will get sick. Your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center will get sick. Just like your heart will get sick if you don't eat right. Essentially, you know the phrase, right? You are what you eat. And that's speaking of your body, right? You are what you eat. If you eat garbage, you're going to look like garbage. You're going to feel like garbage, right? That's the essence of that saying. Well, the same thing, that same exact thing applies to the heart that God and Jesus talk about when they say, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So whatever you feed that heart, whatever you feed your mental, emotional, spiritual, moral center with, that's what it's going to become, right? So if you fill it with unhealthy or evil things, that's what you will become. You will become unhealthy and evil. But if you fill it with good, positive things, it'll be healthy. Your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center will be healthy. And that's why they say guard your heart. So you have to be careful with what you read, what you watch on TV, the hobbies that you partake in, the friends that you hang around with. It all adds up and builds and affects your heart, which is your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center. So if you fill it with things that make you fearful, right? If you're watching the news all the time, the news is bad. I can even get sucked into reading the news or watching the news. It's bad. It's a lot of negativity, right? It's about all the bad things that are going on, the wars in the world, the people, getting killed in your neighborhood and stuff like that. It's bad. I actually discourage you from watching the news. You don't need the news. It's not really helping you. It's hurting you. That's an example of something that's making your heart, your mind, your moral center sick. So, what can you do? What are some of the positive things you can do to help your mind, to help your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center? Well, read the Bible. I encourage everybody to read the Bible. And it's a huge book. Actually, it's a collection of 66 books. But you can get through the Bible in 1 year if you read 4 chapters a day. And each chapter, it's not like a regular book where the chapters are 10 to 20 pages long. They're only 1 or 2 pages long. So you're reading a handful of pages. You're reading a handful of pages a day, and you're filling yourself up with goodness, with positivity, right? It's awesome. So read the Bible. Don't watch the news. Hang out with good people. Go to church. Join groups within the church. Bible studies, right? Join a Bible study with a church group. Volunteer in your church. Do positive, good things for people. And your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center is going to be uplifted and encouraged and filled with positivity and not filled with negativity. So those are the things that you can do to help your mind. And that can help push back the negativity, the negative spirits, the depression, the anxiety, and all that negativity that could come into your mind and create a mental health issue. I just have to show you my dog running around this field. I don't even know what she's running for. She's just running around. But that's how you can keep your heart healthy according to God. Just like your physical heart, right? You keep your physical heart healthy by exercising, just walking. Guy I'm now walking around outside, eating healthy. Your heart will be healthy, right? The same thing applies to the heart that God and Jesus talk about in the Bible. If you want it to be healthy and positive, just like it says here in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So we all know all good things come from God. So if you put good, positive things in you, which are from God, then good, positive things will flow out of it. So guard your mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center. Guard that heart just like you guard your physical heart. You guard your physical heart by eating right, exercising, because you know you are what you eat. Same thing applies to the heart that God talks about. If you want to have a good mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral center or state, your state of mind to be good and healthy and positive, fill it with good, healthy, positive things. Read the Bible. Go to church. Join church groups. Join Bible studies. Volunteer within the church. Help others out. That will make your heart, your mind, and your moral center healthy. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please like it, share it with others, subscribe to my channel, share it with others. And I help people who have mental health issues heal with prayer. So if you've tried all the conventional methods, like I had, therapy, counseling, psychiatrists, psychologists, medicines, I did it for years and nothing helped. Prayer worked, and it can work for you too. So reach out and have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow.